Hi everyone, welcome to the Tenya slash ItsAllStar slash Ali's highlights of the week. This is for April 10th to April the 16th, and I'm going to try to play through literally everything that is inside of this collection as fast as I can. I know it's quite an undertaking, there's a lot of stuff here, and actually it's a bit of a golden age at the moment for Dreams. There's been a lot of amazing stuff this week, and a lot of it's quite long form. But we're going to do our best, okay? We're going to start off with my personal pick of the week, which is Guyahawk from Talk 33. Now, if you've been tuning into this channel, you will have probably already seen quite a lot of footage of this. We're not going to play it for long at all. But this is an incredible Danmaku style vertical shooter. The polish and deep scoring system of which is genuinely up there with anything that is available not only on PSN but also within the indie PC market. People just don't make games like this anymore in general on console. Big companies certainly don't. And this is legitimately as good a shooter experience as you will get on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 right now. And you don't even need to buy it on the PSN store, it's just in Dreams, alongside lots of other amazing Dreams shooters such as Starfighter Gemini, Solar Blast, Ixion Infinite. There's even more as well. We're going through things thick and fast here, late at night on Saturday. Just look at this game, this is amazing, trust me. You will not get an experience like this anywhere on console right now. Apart from apart from Dreams, actually. Let's face it. I was going to say apart from either Dreams or the indie Steam market, but that's not on console. Genuinely, if you want to play games like this, Dreams is your place to come. It is, you know what I mean, just look at it, it's amazing. Full disclosure, I am currently #1 in the world, but I do hope that people beat my score. I do want them to. I'm sure that the creator could, but yeah, look, we died, and that's fine, because we do have to move on. We're playing 67 things in 40 minutes, so let's go. What's here is Chip Off the Old Block from Vince Cully and Ghost Fruit 64. This is an entry to the Idioms Jam, which still has, it's super exciting jam. I'm looking forward to everyone voting on it. And this is a super polished project. If you're familiar with Sokoban, then you'll be familiar with everything that's going on here. You've got this super stylish main menu where you move around and you learn the character's traits, and then we move into the game itself and we control this cube who moves around on a grid, and you've just got to get to the exit and you've got to fill the blocks as good as you can. When you move next to another block, you wake them up and they become attached to you. So now we can use this block to fill up these grids here. There we go. And now tea time. What we're going to do here is this. And look, and what's actually really cool about this, in particular, as well as it just being a cool game and really well polished, is that it's all kind of randomized ever so slightly. Notice how that just, when I reset the scene there, the characters are now not only different colours, but also they have different personalities. My main character has a different personality, and also the other characters have different personalities. Look at them, look at their little faces. They're so cute, they're amazing. Now let's get them here. There we go. And now here we go, 1.4, summation. Now this is where the game gets tough. This is a tough level. I have completed it, full disclosure. I am on the scoreboard as someone who has completed the game. But that level did stump me for quite a while. I found that once I got past that level, the rest of the game came quite naturally. But that specific level was the one that threw me. And I do implore you all to go and play it for yourself and figure it out for yourself. We now move on to Grab Bag from Kinardo. This is really cool. This is a WarioWare style minigame gauntlet that also features its own template that anyone can use in order to make their own minigames. I'm happy to say that I'm in collaboration with Kinardo on the creation kit for this. And you can see here, you have everything that you need in order to make your own minigame for this. But here's this playable example. Round 1. Tilt. Alright, let's tilt. Look. Boom. Boom. We tilted those windmills and we got air horned into the heavens. Now, count. Okay, 6 or 12? 12. 12. Definitely 12. See, you don't want to count them before they hatch. You see? Kick. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Kick. Boyakasha. Okay, round 4. Push. Alright. Push. Oh, flip. We missed off. Flip. Oh, we done it. Dab, 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 dab. There we go. Impay dab. Look, that is grab bag. It's really cool. It's a WarioWare style mix of minigames in a high score gauntlet style. And there is also a kit available for you to make your own little minigames, which Guinardo is more than happy to add to the game. I think it's really cool. I would love to see people make games to be added to it. I would love it to see it, become endless. Now, let's move on to Sammy Seal, the Sky High Potato Murder. This is an incredible game that you may or may not be familiar with. It is the current Pick of the Week, and it's also featured in the Dreamview Roundup, and it's really cool. And we're not necessarily going to get the chance to showcase it properly due to the personally imposed time limits. But just check out a little bit of this intro. This is amazing. Also, before we get into the intro, this is a detective game that has multiple endings, where each ending actually has a whole bunch of unique gameplay attached to it, ranging from boss fights to long form cutscenes. Look at all of the scenes that are available within this map here. Just look at that. Look at it. Trust me, this game is a masterpiece, and let's just have a little look at the introduction, and then hopefully you'll be enticed to play it yourself.
Hello, folks. This is El Izzard reporting from the Daily Live. Today, the nation was shocked by the sudden but perhaps not so unexpected murder of Mr. Bodega. Who could have committed this astounding crime? The police are stumped, as usual. Evidence suggests a lone gunman being the culprit, but the authorities are unwilling to make any statements at this time. Things have gotten so out of hand, the infamous detective Sammy Seal has been called in to solve the case. Shame we have to leave on such short notice. I'm not very fond of the city. It plays havoc on my lungs. Are you listening to me, Sammy?
No?
This is no time to be stuffing your face with coconut crackers.
On the contrary, it's the best time. This case has stumped even the police, so I have to bolster myself with good food.
Looking at the list of suspects, I'd say it could have been anyone.
Maybe everyone did it. That would be a real twist.
I do wish you'd take these things more seriously.
Well, you see, the thing is there, Wormy says, I do wish you take these things more seriously. But what is amazing about this game is that you can literally accuse anyone of the murder. Anyone. And you will get different endings depending on that. And it's not just a case of a different end cutscene. You can see from the map here, there are literal entire paths that come as a result of that. It's really cool, it's a lot of fun, the characters are unique, the art style is amazing. Please do check out Sammy Seal, but it is the Pick of the Week, so I'm sure that you won't have a problem finding it, and that's cool. Now, let's check out Grip Gold. This is from King Bobo. Now, full disclosure, King Bobo is a molecule. They do work at Media Molecule. They are specifically like a sort of coder / server person at Media Molecule. So they do not work within game design. They are not a designer. This is a personal project that they've been working on for a long time as someone who is not a game designer, even though they are a game developer. And it's really amazing. It's an atmospheric puzzler with gyro controls. It's a complete experience, a whole story from start to finish. It's unique and clever with its puzzle design. We won't be able to experience it all, but also that's a good thing because I don't want to spoil it. And the thing with games like this is that when you do stream them, you cannot help but spoil them, you know. But yeah, look, full disclosure, this is the very first game and the very first stream from A Molecule. But they're not a designer, you know. This is their first steps into design, and it's really cool.
So there I was, trapped and alone, but I had hope that the end was in sight. After all, legend spoke of this devious device as the key to uncovering the serpent I sought. The only question was, how was it to be utilized? As I wrangled with the artifact, I noticed part of it was covered in dirt, which I figured might be hiding something important.
So now we are using the right analog stick
Behind the dirt lay a pearlescent stone, similar
in order to
diameter
get rid of
to a
that
beam
dirt.
of light radiating from above.
And now we have to use the right analog stick to remove our thumb from that pearl.
Once
And
the
also
stone
shine
was
the light on
exposed
the
to
pearl.
light,
To be honest, I don't want to give away more than this.
buttons arose from within.
Like, this is a full, complete experience that will take you between, I would say between 20 minutes to half an hour in order to figure out. I think it took me about 20 minutes. But I have seen someone else on stream take like 35 minutes. And yeah, that's really cool. It's amazing. King Bobo, go and give them a thumbs up and a follow. Hopefully they'll make more things because this is really cool. It's honestly amazing. And it is the personal passion project of A Molecule, whose job is not design. It's honestly amazing. It's an incredible experience. The narration's great, the voice acting's great, the characterization and the scene setting and the puzzles themselves are all great. It's amazing. Now let's move on to World on Fire 2. World on Fire 2 is something very interesting. You may or you may not be familiar with World on Fire 1, which came out a long time ago, but is a dream that has had a lot of thumbs up and a lot of plays, despite having never necessarily being like officially promoted or anything. It's received like incredible word of mouth throughout the community of the people who like this sort of game. And this sequel came out just a day or two ago, and already it's got 405 thumbs up, 749 plays, 2,351 times has it been played. And yeah, trust me, this is people all just going back to it because they care about high scores and trying to do their very best. It is an absolute like phenomenon, despite the fact that it's not necessarily like officially promoted or anything. It's actually like amazing, and you can probably see why it's not necessarily officially promoted here, because look, Dreams is rated 12, right? That's an undeniable truth. Dreams is rated like 12, and some of the things in this are not necessarily friendly for that certificate, but it's an undeniable success, and it's really well put together, and there's nothing stopping people from playing this if that's the sort of thing that they want to play. It is really genuinely well done. It's not necessarily my type of game. I don't even play the things that this is inspired by, because to be honest, they're just not my type of game, and that's not a problem. It's just the way it is. Obviously everyone has different tastes, and that's okay. That is totally okay. Everyone likes different things, that's cool. I've got no problem with games like this. I just also don't necessarily like find them that compelling. Because you know, we're just kind of going pop 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 here. You know, anyone familiar with the song Microwave Theft 2 we just go pop pop pop, you know what I mean? That's all we do here. It's not necessarily my type of thing, but that's okay. It is clearly an undeniable success, and it is very well put together, genuinely. I respect everything that they've done here, because they have made a really good first-person zombie shooter within Dreams. Genuinely, it's really well done. I just also can't pretend that I'm a massive fan just because it's not the sort of thing that I'm into, but I do genuinely really respect it. It's really well done. Really well done. And lots of people are into it. And as long as people are into games that are made in Dreams, that's the important thing. At the end of the day, these people are playing Dreams, and they're playing this within Dreams. And I want people to be playing Dreams. You know, this game is really well done. It's got 2 maps at the moment. I am confident that they will be adding more over time, such as they did with the previous game in the series. And if it's not for you, then it's not for you, and that's okay. To be honest, it's not for me, but I do respect the heck out of it, and I cannot deny the numbers that it's doing, you know. And it's great to see people playing Dreams. We now move on to a game called Vikings Don't Jump from Topaz Mackie. This is amazing. I done a long play of it earlier in the week, in which I did play through the entire game from start to finish. I got 100% of the collectibles, and that is available as a VOD on my YouTube. But you can see here, like, this is an amazing open world. Like, it's a platforming experience, but it's also not, because technically you can't jump. You can see here we need to get 30 coins for a mighty Viking hammer. And we're not going to do that because we're only playing it for like 30 seconds, but watch this. Look at that. Boom. See, Vikings can't jump. Oh, get away from that crow. There we go. Vikings can't jump, but they can hit mushrooms and then bounce on them. You know what I mean? Look at this. That is just one small example of what the game has to offer. As you can imagine, once we do get ourselves a mighty hammer, we can then remove these rocks and regress up here. Also, there are these caves here, which have secrets of their own. Enter in here. Let's get past these if we can. There we go. Thank you. These have secrets of their own. Look, here's a portal. This is a really cool game. You can get a full walkthrough / playthrough of it if you just, you know, on this channel, basically, if you just look. But it's a really cool game. Topaz Mackie. I'm genuinely a massive fan of Topaz Mackie. I personally only discovered them with their release of Rusty. I'm aware that they did have Dreams previous to Rusty, but I've got no problem saying that Rusty is what made me find them on a personal level. And I'm a massive fan of Rusty. It is, to my belief, still an underrated gem. It should be played and thumbed up a lot more than it has been. But it's been marvellous watching them on a journey ever since Rusty. Every creation they've made has been totally different from each other. Genuinely a big fan. Like, I feel, you know, I feel like I say so much that I'm often a big fan of people that sometimes it can come a bit kind of like, but I just am. I love it. I love seeing it. It's incredible. Topaz Mackie, great job. We now move on to It's a Breeze from Spratlet Art. This is also an entry into the Idiom Jam, and every level here is based on an idiom. I have completed it. I am on the scoreboard of every map here. On my, you know, on this channel, there is a VOD of me playing through every level, just to prove that I have completed it. Not that that would be needed, really. I mean, but look, this is amazing. You control these 4 nozzles on the edges of the screen, and you switch between them with the D-pad, and you use them to blow a balloon. And that's it. That's it. You just use the nozzles to blow a balloon. Oh. There we go, we got the thing. Oh, a new personal best. Look at that. By half a second as well. Amazing. I lived up to expectations. Let's select a new level. Let's go with Storm in a Teacup, just to show an example of how it evolves. Look, a storm is brewing. Remember, hot air rises. I'm ready. Look at this, it's interesting. Every level is based on a different idiom. And, you know, you have to get through the obstacle course based on the idiom. It's really cool. I have completed it, and I am not top of the scoreboards. There are definitely people who have much faster times than I do. But I did complete it. You know what I mean? That's as far as I'm concerned, that's like the main thing. I completed it. There are lots of people who will never complete it, and I did complete it. Oh, flip, our balloon popped. A flippin' cup of tea popped our balloon. Gutted. But I'm a big fan of that. I think it's really cool, and I wish it luck in the games jam. Let's just have a quick little audiovisual break as we check out Backrooms Area Analysis from Scriptkit. This is really cool. Scriptkit is someone I'm a big fan of. They're clearly very talented, and I do like a lot of their work. Also, a lot of their work is work that I cannot necessarily publicise because it's often IP infringing. But this one isn't, and necessarily at least. And it's really cool, right? Check this out. Now, I don't actually want to spoil this. There is approximately another minute and a half to 2 minutes to go within this video, but I don't want to spoil it. Like, I think it's important that you discover it for yourselves. But we are going to move on to another audio visual, this time from the Stalking Dread, made for the Idioms Jam. It's cool as a cucumber. I'm going to play the whole thing because it is only about 1 minute long, and it's really cool. I think the animation in this in particular is really well done. I would love to see people take potential inspiration from it. Here we go.
My passion is as mustard strong, I sit all sober sad, drunk as a piper all day long, or like a March hare mad. Round as a hoop the bumpers flow, I drink yet can't forget her, for though as drunk as David Sow, I love her still the better. Hurt as a pearmonger I'd be, if Molly were but kind, cold as a cucumber could see, the rest of womankind.
Beautiful, right? Incredible stop motion animation and a really great message. We now move on to City Builder Beach City. This is from Prince Laser, who you may or you may not know is a molecule. And they are a designer, so it's no surprise whatsoever that they do design some amazing things. And it's important to note that a lot of what they make is remixable, so people can go in and make their own versions or edit things, etc. Like, for example, Turbo Racing Rally 2, totally remixable. You know what I mean? People could go in and make their own, and that'd be really cool. But this is their brand new release. It only came out earlier today. And yeah, they are a designer at Media Molecule, full disclosure. But this is a little city building game, and it's just a bit of fun that they put together within their spare time. It's not an official thing whatsoever. It's just a bit of fun that they've had in their spare time. and you can build cities. And it should come as no surprise that, you know, this is a thing they'd be interested in, because they have previously made Rome City Builder, or City Builder Rome. Here we go, which I'm sure you've all played. It's pretty popular. Also, it's weird how that music just kept playing there, isn't it? That string. It's quite funny. But yeah, look, we're just giving this a quick go, basically. You know what I mean? We're just showing it off. It's really fun. It's really cool. We're just kind of like, we're messing about. And you'll notice that if we do this, right, we've now got a different map. Like, every time you load it up, you've got a slightly different map. And you can load things just like differently. It's actually not giving us different maps, but it will do if you do it enough. We're just having bad luck right now. But you can put together these lovely little sort of landscapes, and then you can take a photo of them. And you can share that photo with the Dreamiverse, and everyone will have their own unique little city. It's really cool. Now let's move on to Spill the Beans from Mr. Supreme Magic, otherwise known as Egg Lego. You can see it in the tags there. Egg Lego. There we go. There's Egg Lego. See, they're the same person, they've just got 2 accounts, and that's cool. This is interesting. This is an entry into the Idioms Jam, as you would expect, and it's a 3D platformer in which you have to try not to spill the beans. Yeah, see, it says spill the beans. It says spill the beans, but you'd want to not spill the beans. You want to not spill the beans. Really, you want to not spill the beans. Because, yeah, look, we are a tin of beans. Oh my flippin' gee, what happened there? Alright, here we go. We are a tin of beans, and we've got beans inside of us, and we want to get to the end without spilling the beans. We want to try and get to the exit without spilling the beans. Let's jump, right? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, very great, very cool, it's interesting, like... So you've just got to be pretty careful. You've just got to walk really carefully to try and not spill your beans. And of course you get a different amount of points depending on how fast you do it and how many beans you have remaining. Oh, and the music's really suspenseful. The music, it's like, oh, when it kicks in with the guitar, like dun 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 dun. You're like, oh no, don't spill my beans, don't, please don't spill my beans. Yes, we've done it. That's level 1. There's more levels. See, here we go, here's level 2. There's more levels. It's really cool. That's Spill the Beans from Mr. Supreme Magic. There is a scoreboard, and it's a cool game. Please do go and check it out. I actually don't know why I'm not on that scoreboard, because I have completed it on speedrun mode. I'm not saying that I got a particularly good time, but I have completed it. So yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, we now have Ori Escape idiomatic demo from Sulky Tardigrade. We're only going to be able to play the very start of this. It's like a cool dream, and it's quite long, and it's a puzzle game, but it's interesting. Also, Zelly Beans, that intro is hardcore. Right, now here we go. You awake in total darkness. This is, yeah, look, see, now this is a tutorial. Now this is very important, genuinely very important. You do need to know all of this stuff before you play the game, but I have played the game before, and I'm going to try to show off as much of it as I can within this little video here. So, you know, like, I'm not reading that just now, but just trust me, I have in the past. Although, Zelly, did I just accidentally break your game? Because it appears to not be carrying on beyond this point. And it did when I played it before, I assure you. I have played this before, and it did previously work. Zelly Beans, alright, okay, right, here we go, right. We just had a little problem there. Alright, here we go. Now, we're in the lift. Let's go to floor 5. I think that's a floor that works. Nope. Okay, floor 3. Floor 3. Floor 3. I'm going from memory here. There we go. Floor 3 worked. Now. Look at this. It's really cool. Like the sort of action recorded first person cameras. Interesting. Like, it might not be action recorded, it might be keyframes, but it feels action recorded. But I do feel as though having it action recorded adds like a sense of life to it. Like, genuinely, it makes it feel alive. You know, sometimes keyframes can feel a bit sort of, I don't know, what's the word? Sterile? I guess sterile is the word. Whereas action recorder makes things feel alive and real. Now look, we're not going to solve the puzzle. I want people to solve it for themselves. We're just giving it a little tease. But that is a new puzzle game from Zelly Beans, and I encourage you all to play it. We now move on to a game from Ludog, 13579. And I say a game, right, but really, it's a demo for a template kit. You may or you may not know that Ludog is now a collaborator along with myself and Mittermac on this Ultimate Platformer creation kit, and you know, they have this demo here as to how you can easily make boss fights in association with this kit. It's available here as a template as well, the Ultimate Boss Kit. I would love to see people use it. This entire kit is amazing. And this is an incredible new addition to the kit from Ludog. Amazing work, Ludog. And let's just check out the demo now. Here we go. But the thing is, we can't show the whole demo because we're just doing a quick little thing, you know. But there's lots of options here. It's a really easy kit to use. It's great. Here we go, look at this. So, Mittermac created the Ultimate Platformer kit, has he? Here we go. And yeah, look, like, you know what I mean? Choose a form of your description. I'm gonna go with a gun. Here we go. All of this stuff is easily editable within like the template kit so that you can make your own boss fights and stuff. It's really cool, really cool. I would love to see people use it in their games, you know? Oh, we're doing crap. We didn't even punch him, but you get the idea, right? This is a template kit for people to use. And it's really cool. Like, amazing job, Ludog. I love to see it. I really love to see it. And I'm happy to be in association with that creation kit. I do hope people use it. Please do use it. It's really cool. Now, let's have a bit of coin flip champion. This is from Yovark, and it features the voice of Mr. Casey Jones, as well as the music of Prince Tara and Bean Bob 101. It featured on the most recent High Score Wars, and it kind of is exactly what it says on the tin. You have to guess what way a coin's gonna go. Let's have a little guess. Let's enjoy the whole audio-visual experience of this stream.
Coin flip champion. Press X or press circle. Hope you guessed right. And go. Are you ready to become the coin flip champion?
There we go. I think that we've got the general idea of that game now. I don't know why I said game in a weird way there. I totally just said game in a weird way. I went Guyam. I don't even know how that happened. Look, sometimes it happens. Hashtag autism, hashtag live, hashtag improv. But like, yeah, this is a really cool game. It actually featured in the most recent episode of High Score Wars, which is a really cool community event that happens every Friday night. And I picked it because I thought it would be fun and cool. Like, it had it as the third game of the evening. And I thought it would be fun if the teams were tied to go into something that's kind of RNG. You know what I mean? And I also thought that the captains could have fun, like just sort of talking for half an hour. Also, look, windy pops on these pauses. Apologies. But yeah, I thought it could be a fun game for the captains to just like spam buttons and talk to for half an hour. I thought they had it in them, but I don't know. I don't know if it went down well or not. But I do think it's a very fun game. Now, let's have Don't Go in the House 3 for just a moment. This is obviously the sequel to Don't Go in the House 2, which is in itself the sequel to Don't Go in the House. This is an interesting horror experience within Dreams. It does offer you a story recap so that you don't have to play the previous ones, but you can do if you want to. And to be honest, like, I would recommend them. Okay, I would recommend them. Like, they're not top tier horrors within Dreams. You know, I wouldn't recommend them in the same way that I would recommend things such as Left to Rot or The Twilight Shift or Trauma. But I would recommend them as like B tier Dreams horrors, and I genuinely mean that as a compliment. It's not an offence to be B tier. I'm Z tier, so you know, B tier is good, and I'm a big fan of B films, and you know what I mean, B tier. I'm just saying, like, when I do recommend it, don't go into it expecting like Trauma or Left to Rot or you know what I mean. But it is a good, fun horror game. You know, it is good. It's not a criticism.
Hello and welcome to Riverside News. Our latest story, a house explosion that occurred at 121 Rose Drive. At approximately 3:27 in the morning, police got a call about a nearby house explosion. When they arrived to the scene, all that remained was burning rubble and a traumatized victim. The victim, Kate Miller, was found alive, but was in a frantic state and claimed the clown killer had kidnapped her and created some sort of mutant child. This would be the fourth kidnapping linked to this so-called clown killer, but police have not once been able to confirm if he is the one behind these kidnappings and murders, or if he is just a hoax. Kate Miller is being rehabilitated at Jefferson Hospital, not far from the explosion site. We will provide more updates on this chilling story as they unfold.
There we go, that's Riverside News with all of the hot updates there. Now you can see there's a bunch of scenes available in this stream. It is a first, like, it's a horror experience and it's interesting, it's cool. Like I said before, it's not your top tier horror type experience within Dreams, but it's interesting. It's like, you know what I mean. It is worth a play. It is worth your time. If you like this sort of thing, it's worth your time. It's one of the, you know, it's one of the better horror games within recent times. It's just not necessarily like, you know, up there, you know. But it is good, and the entire trilogy is worth your time. They have gotten better with every entry, and I do look forward to more submissions in the future. Submissions? It's not a jam entry, man. Come on. But yeah, it's really cool. It's cool. It's just, you know, genuinely, it's a step up on the previous ones, and I'm sure that if there's more in the future, they will also be a step up. Because the amazing thing about Dreams is that people are getting better all of the time. You know, people are getting better all the time. We're all always learning stuff, and that includes myself. And I don't mean in terms of creation. I even mean in terms of like just curation and showcasing and streaming and stuff. You know, like I'm learning stuff all the time, and I know that all the creators are learning stuff all the time as well. And now we have Kill Them With Kindness from Stank Hank. This is an entry into the idiom jam, and it's cool. So, we've just got to kill them with kindness. That's it. We've just got to shoot things with our hearts and pick up smiley faces. That's all it is. It's amazing, right? I mean, that's it. That's the game. There is a scoreboard, and if you are familiar with Stank Hank's previous work, it is very similar to like potato gun snowman hunting, but it's an improvement. I do believe that they have learned from this in order to improve this, because this was like potato gun snowman hunting was on high scoreboards. And yet, I do believe they've learned from that in order to improve this. They are very, very similar in terms of like the core gameplay, but this is better, basically. You know what I mean? It is better. They have improved it. It's amazing. And the music, you may or you may not know, is actually music that they made for a Dream Sounds jam, specifically the Dream Sounds 80s jam. And you know, I can't help but shout out Dream Sounds whenever I can, because I'm very proud of it, and I think it's important that everyone does spread the word of it as much as they can, because, you know, the same way that they should spread the word of other community events as well. I do think they're very important to the Dreams ecosystem. Now, let's have a quick little audio-visual break and check out Mozzy from from Ori Escape and Black Cat Tracks with visuals from Tony 1979, which is amazing. This is just a quick little showcase. Here we go.
Rax, listen man. God, there's a mosquito in my yard. Geezer, it's the size of a drone. Nah, I ain't you, bud. I'm telling you now. I went to it in my DK and my splitter. Bud, he took it off me, man. I'm telling you, he's wearing it now. His toes hanging off the side is massive. Get over here, it's a job for Rax shoe. Tony, bud, can you pick up Rax for me, bud? Yeah, he can't fit his impy in his car, can he? You know what he's like. Sweet. Now you don't need your passport, you mop it.
Amazing, right? That is just a little snippet of Mozzy from Tony and Black Cat Tracks and Ori Escape. It's amazing. It did have a world exclusive debut on the latest Dream Sounds. If you don't know Dream Sounds, every Monday night we do have a show here at 9 PM BST where we go over the best and latest music within Dreams. We also have a weekly music jam which genuinely has resulted in some of the best music that is within the whole of Dreams. It's in some ways unfortunate that it doesn't necessarily have like the same like following or enthusiasm as it used to have, but like I guess the same goes for all the jams. Also, this is a VOD, don't say that thing, man. Now, let's have a quick little look at this. This is the latest audiovisual from Picasso 390, and it's true what they say about this speech. What's particularly impressive about this is the way that they managed to incorporate an idiom into almost every line of dialogue. It's kind of amazing, isn't it? This entire thing is a lot longer than that. I just wanted to give you a little snippet so that you felt encouraged to go and look for it yourself. I do want you all to watch these things in game. You see, I'm here to try and showcase them the best that I can, right? In a format that people might enjoy. But I do want you to look at these in game. This collection is available in game. Please do go check out the things and give them a thumbs up in game. It's very important that you do that. If someone watches a thing on YouTube, then that's cool. But if the creator gets a thumb up in game, then that actually encourages them to potentially create more in the future. Creators do find thumbs up very motivating, and if you like a thing that someone has made, it's very important that you thumb it up. It's really important. And if you really like someone's stuff time and time again, it's very important that you give them a follow, because again, that will motivate them to keep making more. And people need to keep making stuff, right? Especially if their stuff's good. And it's such a shame when I see people, for example, on stream say, "Oh my god, I loved that," only to then like move on from it without actually giving it a thumbs up or following the person or whatever. Like, genuinely, every thumbs up helps to motivate a creator, and it's really important. So please do go and watch the full thing in game, and give it a thumbs up. Just with all of these things, like, you know, give them a play, and if you like them, give them a thumbs up. Don't just take like this video as word for it. Go and give them a play for yourself. The collection is available. Now, we have a penny for your thoughts from Near Rivers. This is another entry into the Idioms Jam, and we're just going to have a quick little showcase of it here. Here we go. an incredible creation, right? It's a penny for your thoughts. It's very fun, how it pokes fun at Tren and Beach Corp and stuff. Also, do have to apologise. I currently have the hiccups. These have just appeared out of absolutely nowhere. But I did think it would maybe be more fun to just carry on with them rather than to keep the animation going. Hey, I've got the hiccups. And oh, there we go. And if I keep talking, then we might get rid of them. And if they don't go away, then that's just funny. Oh, there we go. It's just the hiccups. That's hilarious. Who gets hiccups during a VOD? Look, this is pure avant-garde. Oh, pure avant-garde, top of the tree, like art dreams production. I could have kept that going, but also let's play this first person shooter from Ragnar VE from Ragnar VE with the hiccups. It's called Organica. It's really cool. I've got the hiccups. Don't laugh at me. I've got the hiccups. It's not my fault. I've got the hiccups. It's a natural biological thing. Alright, here we go. Ragnar VE. I'm sorry that I've got the hiccups during your creation. It's just the way it goes. Oh, it's just the way it goes. I've got the hiccups, okay? Oh, we shot that monster, okay? Eventually, if we keep talking, they're gonna go away, right? They're gonna go away. We're gonna beat them if we just keep talking. If we stay silent, then they'll stick around. But if we keep talking, they'll go away. Oh, there we go. Okay, now. There we go. I need a shock. Oh, I know, I need a shock, but how are you gonna shock me? How are you gonna shock me? How's anyone gonna shock me? I don't know. I don't know, you know what I mean? Feel free to give it a go. But, look, if anyone tells me they're pregnant right now, I'm just gonna be like, how? How? Like, I'm aware that it's Easter weekend, but there can be an immaculate conception. But this is Organica from Ragnar VE. It's amazing. It's a first-person shooter. It's very atmospheric. It's very cool, and the hiccups are just a coincidence. The game does not cause hiccups. Oh, we now have Gravity and Tetanus. Pixel Junk Adventure from Matinee. Oh my god, who has hiccups on their VODs? Oh, there we go. Weird hiccups. It's just the hiccups. Oh, this is really cool, right? Watch this, right? Do beware that it has a wobbly cam. But watch this, right? Watch this. So here we go. Like, I've actually turned off the wobbly cam. But watch this. Oh no, I've messed it up a little. I didn't mean to flip. I've still got the hiccups. Someone needs to give me a surprise. A big surprise. Oh, but here we go. This is really cool. This is Gravity. Oh, this is Gravity Racer. I do not have the ability to accelerate or anything. Oh, like this is literally just gravity that's accelerating me here. You start off at the top of a hill, and then gravity pushes you downwards, and you just have to go with gravity. I do apologise for the hiccups, but also I'm kind of loving it. I assure you they're not intended. It's just a laugh. But yeah, there is actually this kit available, the Gravity Racer Creation Kit, where you can take anything that's here, and you can make your own levels. Sorry for giggling so much, but it's crazy that I've got the hiccups and I keep hiccuping. Okay, so So here's the car, right? And then here's the scenery, and then here's like the track, and you can put the three of them together, and you can make like a really cool thing. Matney, great job. Look, I'm gonna stick on a showcase. Oh, I'm gonna stick on a little showcase. This showcase is going to be the Sammy Seal soundtrack. Here we go. This is incredible. This is the Sammy Seal soundtrack. Soundtrack. Yeah, look, I do apologise. I've still got the hiccups. I'm trying my best. I cannot help my biology. If you've got a problem with it, then obviously I do apologise. But also, look, it's my biology, okay? I would never cause you problems for your biology. Let's just give each other peace and love and acceptance as we hiccup our way through the highlights of the week. This is an AH-1Z Viper helicopter simulation by GI 260201. And this is really cool, by the way. This is really cool. Really well done. It's just a shame that I'm hiccuping, but you know that doesn't change the amount of respect and love that I have for it. If anything, hopefully it's just giving you a bit of fun at home there. There we go, there's another hiccup. Look, once upon a time, right, I had the hiccups for 24 hours. And, I don't think that's going to happen this time, okay? I don't think that's going to happen. But, but it might do, who knows? Maybe I'm going to have the hiccups for the next 24 hours. That's going to be hot. That's going to be horrible if I do, because it's not only going to affect the rest of this VOD, but also, trust me, a guy can't sleep when he's got the hiccups. Like, you know what I mean? Alright, here we go. Let's quickly fly a plane. It's not a plane, it's a helicopter, but I've got the hiccups, alright? I'm being distracted. So here we go, let's fly. Oh, let's quickly fly. Here we go. Look at this. This is amazing, by the way. Oh, by the way, this is genuinely amazing. Just look at this. It's really cool. Like, the helicopter flies well. The world is well put together. You've got all sorts of weapons that you can use. Look at that. They're firing missiles. Excuse the hiccups. But, you know, genuinely, like, you can make a game around this. You know, this is just a little demo showcase of flying the helicopter around and that, and shooting stuff, but you could, you know what I mean, you could easily make a game around this, and that'd be really cool. I think it's got a lot of potential, it's awesome, like, great job, and yeah, I hope that more comes of it, I really do, and I genuinely apologise for the hiccups. We now have crossing rivers from Klokoviana and Zezefrier, and again I apologise for the hiccups. Someone needs to give me a fright. Now this starts off with a scene where you have to choose your console while not touching a cactus, and then it sucks you in. And it's available in English or Portuguese, and you can talk about going downstream or going upstream. And I imagine that this is like a difficulty setting. Like if it's downstream, it's like easy, and if it's upstream, it's hard. Oh, excuse the hiccups. Please do forgive me. Genuinely, this game is really cool. I'm not going to have the chance to showcase it properly because we're doing a thing where we're only playing each thing for like 30 seconds, okay? But trust me, this game is cool. This game is worth checking out. It's really interesting. It's long form. It's a work in progress. Something extra interesting and special about this is that look. This person is level 355, and it's their very first thing. Genuinely, sorry, excuse the hiccups. Genuinely, they've spent like all this time working on this. This is amazing. They're passionate about video games for as long as they can remember. They've dreamed so many times of making games. Dreams is all these dreams becoming true. They're really enjoying the amazing creative community and looking forward to soon start contributing to it. Like, genuinely, I think that's really cool. I know I've not had a chance to actually show the game here. It is just because we're trying to do things as fast as we can. I'm maybe going to make a separate VOD simply about this game. But trust me, check this out. It's really interesting. It's what Dreams is all about. To discover new talents and the opportunities that they have, and like, you know what I mean. I feel bad for not playing it for more, but we're trying to be as fast as we can, and we've got the hiccups. And no matter how hard we try, you cannot be cool about something with the hiccups. This is a really cool game. This is like a farm simulator where you can like literally simulate a farm. I'm aware that sounds like a bit, you know, weird, but you can. Look, our meter's building up over time. Let's go home. We cannot afford upgrades and stuff just now, but this is basically like a sort of idle game. And it's really cool. Now, you may or you may not be familiar with Dream Sounds, a show that we do every week here on this channel and available as VODs. All in all, there's been like 87 episodes, and that's over 1,000 hours of Dreams music. Let's just have a little sample of that just now with the Mega Dangers. feel like that's the perfect place to end that. It's marvellous. That's the Mega Dangers from Sinok the Hodgehog. With music from DC McGwee. That's just a lovely visual for it. I've still got the hiccups. It's been a fair amount of time and I've still got the hiccups. Let's check out Creature from Idex Tiger. This is wonderful. It's speed sculpt practice and it's creepy. Crazy, right? Such a crazy, an amazing sculpt and great music as well. The whole scene's magnificent. We've now got Art of the Woods of the River from Rocket Guy 093. This is actually a debut. I apologise for the hiccups again, but this is a debut. I've never featured this person before. Never, ever, ever. This is brand new. And I think it's really nice. It's really cool. And I love discovering names that I've never discovered before. I just think it's like the power and the magic of dreams. And let's well, see, I was about to say, let's not pretend this is top tier Bad Robo or anything. But you know what? This has an amazing, unique style. And I'm aware that some of it's the Stampiverse, because I do recognise some of the elements. I believe that these flowers might even be Kataya's flowers. I could be wrong on that though, and I wouldn't mind being wrong. But it's just a beautiful scene. It's really well put together, and it's great to find new names and new talents within the Dreamiverse. I personally am always happy to feature new people and try to discover new people, as much as I do also love the people who I regularly feature. Because, let's face it, I cannot help but regularly feature them simply because of the quality and consistency and fastness of work that they do produce. This is Gathering Thoughts from Wargorgle, and look at it, it's beautiful. You know, it's just this character standing here in this field, but it's well done. It's cool. It's good. Sometimes I worry that people think that you have to do amazing special things, you know, but this is just a character standing in a field, and it's great. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's really cool. It works. It's great. It's really cool. Great stuff from Wargorgle, as always. Now we've got Spiraling Green from Nino Bonelli. And this is really great. You see this bird that's up there? I recognise that as being from all the way back in the beta. And it still has life and it still works. And the entire scene is really well put together. It's got a nice soundscape. Again, look, let's not pretend that it's you know, some sort of 10 out of 10 masterpiece. But at the same time, why isn't it? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's an amazing scene. It's really cool. I've been a massive fan of Nino Bonelli for a long time. And look at that exit. When you do exit, you get that. Nino Bonelli is an incredible, underrated creator. Legitimately, they've made some great games. They've made some great art pieces. I would ask people go and check them out. Now here's Queen Magral from Ragnar VE. Also, by the way, notice that the hiccups have gone. I don't know how, right? But they've gone. Now, just look at this. It's very creepy. And this is a loop. This just goes on forever. This is a scene that just goes on and on. But what a creepy creature, right? You know what I mean? And all the little baby ones coming out of the side as well. What a creepy creature. It's amazing, it's really cool. And again, it just shows like, you know, what you can do. Like, you don't have to, like, you know, I don't know, it's just really cool. It's amazing from Ragnar V. They've got such an imagination. And now we've got Fish Opla from Spectacular Tower and Acid Plume. And look at this, here we go. Spectacular Tower has been putting out a lot of cool stuff lately. I'm a big fan of them. And this is just a latest example of it. Again, it's relatively, like, simple. Like, in theory, right? In theory, like, you know, I can see how this has been painted. And I love it. And it's amazing, and it's vibrant, and it's unique, and it's got character. It's got heart, it's got soul. I love it. But at the same time, I can tell how it's been put together. And it's relatively simple, right? Like, in terms of, like, the actual, like, you know, technique and stuff. And that's not a criticism, that's actually a positive. You know, the fact that you can put stuff together in this way. I find it inspiring. I genuinely find it inspiring. And I wish that I could find the time and the motivation to try things that are similar. It's really cool from Spectacular Tower. Really cool in association with the Acid Plume. We now have Chicken Fruit from Orange Pixel Juice. And this is just weird. I mean, it's just weird, isn't it? I don't know what to say. It reminds me a bit of a Razorhead for some reason, where they're like stabbing the chicken in it. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's kind of upsetting and kind of off-putting, to be honest. But we're including it because it's art. We've now got lashes from Wargarble. They're so prolific. Just look at that madness. Look at that mouth. Look at the depth in the mouth. You can almost get lost in that mouth. Even though the mouth is really threatening, there's a part of me that wants to jump into it. I don't know, it's really enticing and appealing. And I kind of want to dive into that mouth. Wargobble, forgive me. We've now got Once in a Blue Moon from Fuchs Fury 82. A wonderful blend between paint and sculpt. Absolutely beautiful. Amazing, as always. We've got Spinosaurus Transformation from It's Me Juvie. And look at this. What a sculpt, right? Imagine having this as a thing on your, like, shelf. You know what I mean? You could totally have that as a thing on your shelf. And oh, that'd be amazing. Black girl. That'd be amazing, right? We've got Demaray's Street Cascades Showcase. I'm a massive fan of Post Locker. Like, in particular, I'm a massive fan of Post Locker. But this is really cool. Check this out. Basically, look, in case you don't know, this is UK streets. If you're not from the UK or you've never been from, like, to the UK, this is what the UK looks like. This is the UK. Specifically England, but to be honest, Scotland's not that different. Other than we are far more left-wing, which is definitely a good thing. But in terms of our architecture, this is basically what our streets look like. And yet, look, just, you know, as a British person, I can confirm that this is what my streets look like, you know what I mean? In general, that is what our streets look like. It's really great. We've now got Carrying the Weight of the World on One's Shoulders from Dorian. An entry to the Idioms Jam, a sculpt. It's really cool. Obviously, Dorian is more known for their minigames and stuff. They're not necessarily known for sculpts. And this is a really cool like art scene / sculpt. It's great from Dory, and it shows that they can do more than just make mini games. We've now got Isotropolis from Beanbob 101. Really cool. An entry to the Isometric Jam. It's an MM pick. I presume you've seen it as a result of it being an MM pick. But it's really great. It's really cool. We've also got PlayStation Symbols EXO from Todu. This was on the MM stream. I presume most people have seen it. Just in case they haven't, here's a little preview. Here we go. Boom. It's entirely made out of text boxes. I know it looks like it's not, but it is. It's kind of amazing. Kind of mind-blowing, to be honest. Todu is incredible. We've got The Last Samurai from Maxwell. This is actually a debut. I've never had them in one of my collections before. This is a proper debut. And look, this is what it is. But I think it's nice, I think it's interesting. And they are quite a low-level dreamer who only published this recently, which tells me that they're new. And I would love to see them continue to make things. I would love to see people encourage them to do so by giving their stuff a thumbs up. I think it's great, I think it's cool. I love finding, like, you know, newer people and stuff. And now we've got Charging Up from Canadian Jedi. Canadian Jedi, of course, MP nominee, marvellous artist, marvellous musician. This is an incredible scene. The use of lighting, the use of the weapons that they've created, the trees in the background. There's just something about them that makes them look really cool and interesting. I don't really know what they've done, to be honest. Like, it's obviously not cel shading, but it's kind of like, it's just something, isn't it? I love this, it's great, it's so well done, the lighting, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not great with words, #autism, but just trust me when I say that, you know, it's freaking good. It's really freaking good. Really cool. Now, before we wrap things up, we should come to our recently updated section. Now, this features Thump from Wathcloth and Vince Cully, a really cool, like, musical visualizer high score game. Do check it out. It recently had a new track added. Do check out Aquatopia, which also has recently had some new tracks added and some new updates to its world. This game is not quite finished yet, but I am quite confident that when it is finished, it's going to be like a top experience. Now, I only say that as someone who has played this early access version. I don't know the creator, I've not spoken to the creator, but I've been keeping my eye on it for a while, and it gets updated very regularly. And genuinely, like, I think it's going to be a top title when it comes out. We will have to wait and see, but I do believe that this is something you should all keep your eye on. And quite frankly, when have I been wrong in the past? Answers on a postcard, do let me know, but I don't believe I have been. We've also got Ronin's Path, a pirate story. This is a really cool game, came out a few weeks ago, but it's recently had some updates to make it even better. And now we've got Witch World from Helen of Boy, which has also had some updates recently. I've got my eye on this. This is such an underrated gem. Like, legitimately, Helen of Boy is fantastic. Pearly Perkit Adventures, another dream from Helen of Boy, is magnificent. I do recommend people check it out. Legitimately, it's interesting, it's clever, it's unique, it's got soul, it's got art. It's amazing. I'm a massive fan of Helen of Boy, and please do go check out the latest update to Witch World, because it's a game which is still within, like, a state of early access, and the more feedback that you can leave it, then, you know, potentially, like, the better it can get. I'm a massive fan, I really am. Now, we have community events up here. You may or you may not have noticed that Dreams Fest 2022 is well underway. There are all sorts of things here that you can get involved in, but what you may not know is that there is going to be like kind of a Monday Night Crew section of Dreams Fest. Look, if you have ever been involved in Dream Sounds or the Monday Night Crew or whatever, right, get involved, because you can be part of our secret little section, which is going to be included if there's enough of you that want to be involved. I mean, that's the embarrassing thing, right? There was no Monday Night Crew at last year's Dreams Fest for various reasons, right? And last year is when we were actually in our prime. You know what I mean? Everyone was like loving it. On a Saturday night we had like 40 viewers, and on a Monday night we had like 100 viewers, and there was like 50 jam entries every week, and like everyone was well enthusiastic. But we weren't invited to Dreams Fest. Now, right now, we have been invited to Dreams Fest, and I'm here on a Saturday night with 8 viewers, and Monday nights get like 20 viewers, and the jams have like half the entries that they used to have, and yeah, I don't know, it's a bit embarrassing to be honest, but anyway, look, that's Dreams Fest, get involved. And then we've got obviously this week's music jam, it's the Hidden Jams jam. Get involved. There's the new video jam that'll be added here, in fact it is here. It's the Orion Valentine Beat Code jam. And then we've got the Search and Shape jam from Lee's Lady, of course, and we've got the Egg Night Character Challenge from Super Afro Boy. Kits of the week include like Demery's UK High Street Starter Pack, everything that you need to make a UK High Street. We've got Lee's Lady's Search and Shape, and we've also got Marble Tracks from Dream Boy. Over in the music section, we do of course have the latest Dream Sounds, the latest music jam, and the latest video jam. In hot new instruments, we have MP vocal phrases, and we also have automated Sauceless One Cat. In the Make a Game section, we have a kit for Grab Bag, which is a great game that we featured earlier on in the stream, and we also have this kit for this year. The Gravity Eraser kit for Matney, which is really cool. You can make your own levels. We featured it earlier on. Also, there's this kit here where you can make your own carnival kits, or carnival booths rather, for Dreams Fest. Please do get involved. Please get involved. Dreams Fest is amazing. Also, if you are here as an MNC person, please get involved. Otherwise it's just embarrassing. Alright, now, I do think that that's us gone through everything. I have to say it's been another amazing week within Dreams. Yeah, amazing. There's always so much amazing stuff. It's actually a bit of a golden age. When you look at all of these amazing titles that are here and here. It's amazing. Creator Spotlight is Talc, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that. Also High Score Wars. It's very late at night and I've had the hiccups, and I've also been a bit ill, but I've still done it. That's dedication. Alright, over and out. Highlights of the week. Flipping done. See you later.